Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Lego Batman DC Superheroes. No, Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Yes, that's it. Let's continue the story. Trying to remember the name of the game. We aren't actually probably that far from the end of the main levels. But you can see from these red lights in this cutscene here, which probably shouldn't be shown right now, that there's still a lot of other stuff in the free play mode to do. In a lot of ways, if I'm remembering correctly, I think the main story wraps up and then you're just left doing your standard Batman.
Pardon me, sir.
Your standard Batman and Superman stuff, Justice League stuff. So this is actually a fast transport area, I believe, where you can run down here and come out in a totally different section if you so desire. Metro Station South, which would then, depending on which way you walk, just fast moves you to the next section. Where are we heading though? Superman is still unable to fly, and it feels very much like they want you to walk at least to this point. And we'll take this car, we'll borrow this car. We're not stealing it, we're borrowing it. We'll return it with a full tank of gas. There'll be none the wiser. At the very least, this will be a joyriding offense, not a auto theft offense, which is actually a different legal definition, although if they can convict you of joyriding, they probably can convict you of attempted auto theft too. So right there we see, let's hop out for a second, that was completely closed off before. We couldn't have used it until the level we just did. I'm hitting Batman. Won't get away. Move, Batman. There, I just ran over him. There's something cool about that. As you progress in the main story, it unlocks more and more of the open world. But I think you're better off not having things like that, and in the Lego Marvel New York area we didn't see anything like that at all. As soon as you could get to the open world, you could practically do every single piece of it. You may have needed to unlock a couple of characters to fly and climb walls and access maybe a few of the very small areas to get gold bricks or save citizens in peril. Except for in the Marvel game, it was Stan Lee in peril over again. There's really nobody that I know of in the DC universe that's the equivalent of Stan Lee. For better or worse, that seems, yeah, just nobody that has been in the industry and been a front man for the industry that long. My own personal opinion, but I have a tendency to feel that DC seems not to really stick with its writers or artists long enough. Here we go. We're going to the City Hall this way. And then, sad to say, there's been some news about Stan Lee. His eyesight has gotten so bad that he has announced that he's not going to do any more new conferences. He's going to wrap it up and probably try to retire. But he can't read comic books, he can't read anything.
There are confused reports tonight of disruption on the city's
He's
metro
very
lines.
old.
The mayor's office has released a brief statement citing technical difficulties, including issues relating to the rampage of a giant robot. Shocked commuters have cited both Batman and Superman, and all metro lines remain shut at this time. Meanwhile, citizens gather at City Hall for the Lex Luthor rally, full of questions for the presidential candidate. But will he have the answers?
So, she just said the metro lines were shut. We just walked through them. Fine.
Fellow citizens,
Inconsistency
thank you for
there.
joining me today. Voting is serious business. So before you choose your next president, I want you all to take a deep breath. A really deep breath. What do you think of your presidential candidate?
We love him!
We'll do anything he says! We'll do anything he says! Anything he says! Vote for him!
Make sure they've all had enough, then we move on to the next campaign stop.
So this level doesn't look like it's going to be a boss fight. It also didn't look like it was going to change anything until I hit a controller input. It will be kind of a boss fight, but not as it seems like more it's going to be a standard Lego game level. So, no real reason for them to introduce the power suit every single time. I wonder if Superman's gonna get any of his ability to fly back in this game. Is he just gonna constantly be weakened for the rest of the game? That with our ice breath. One of those. One of those, sorry. Climb up here. Use heat vision to get up to this point. It seems like this is going by a little fast, but electricity requires us to fix this. It's strange we're building the suit thing right here in the middle of all these voters. It's hard to see the pieces. They should have had the voters in the middle of the screen when nothing was happening. So while in the cutscene I hit Y there, and it controlled Superman for a second, and then it went back to Batman. I don't know why. That's very strange. Maybe it didn't do that. Maybe I'm just thought it did. Climb up here. Oops. So, a little annoying with all the chatter that's going on. And it feels like we're going to be done with this level really, really quick. I mean, look, we're halfway to the superhero already. Another incredibly short level. Trying to hit this. There we go. Destroy that. good, there is more to this level. I was, for a second, I was thinking it was just gonna end right there, and I'm like, wow, that would be ridiculously short again. The pilot's hugging Batman or Superman. Was it Superman they called him? Yeah, checkpoint halfway through. So if this takes another 10 minutes, it'll be a 20-minute level. Build this police helicopter back up. Why, I don't know. I have some toxic goo here. And it's even hurting Superman, it feels like. It very much feels like Lego Batman 2 was in production at the same time Lego Batman 1 was being made. I don't feel like I could make the argument or the thought that they were supposed to be one game and they got split in half. There's a little too much going on. I suspect in reality Lego Batman 1 had to be released and shown some level of success and completion before they were given the ability to use like Superman and all those other DC characters in the story. If it really was a situation where DC would have been willing to license every single DC character out for the first game, sight unseen, then they would have done it. Or at least they would have had some nod or wink on it. So, oh, I'm shining the light in his face with the bat signal, and that's blinding him. Yeah, didn't even understand what was happening there. So they have this B ability where you can grab a bad guy. There's no reason ever in this game to use it. Seems like a wasted ability. This seems like we're gonna just jump out towards him, and that's not the case. I imagine what will happen is he will get stuck at some point and will be able to walk there and rip his flower off. So that's going to make a couple of different devices here. Power generator and a light. And then if we had an electric spark, then we would be able to power that thing up. Superman is weakened by kryptonite and cannot fly. Well, that's good to know. Unfortunately, I'm playing as Batman right now. So why did you tell me that? Another bug in this game. This game isn't just riddled with bugs, but kind of is surprising to see any in a Lego game that are this blatant. And poor controlling more than bugs, I would say, is a problem. Because there have been about 4 or 5 different places where I've had trouble controlling things. And only one place where it's really been buggy. For level design and story breakup, level length design. I guess the length of a level in the end is poor level design. Aww. You just smashed me as I'm walking by. Power this up, hop in here, and then put the bat symbol over his eyes. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Now we need Superman to come over here and rip it off. I think that platform probably should have shown up
They're going to take
right
off.
then and there.
Got some of my strength
Not
back.
before then.
Kryptonite. I'll slow them down, Batman. It'll be up to you to stop them.
That way you're just not confused about the platform being there before you needed to use it.
This time, Lex, I'm going to pull Batman apart. Literally.
Robin.
So why does Batman not just wear a different color suit if this gun works only on black things?
Robin. Great job. What?
I think I'm going to cry.
Get going.
He praised him. So that was 16 minutes for that level. Another really short one. And we're barely going to be over 100,000. It feels like by the time we're done with the story. I assume there has to be one more level. We have to wrap it up a little bit, don't we? Or we could just see a cutscene here. Yep, there's going to be one more level at least. Well, that's going to be it for this level. Again, some of them are extremely short. But then there's a lot of free play stuff still to do. We'll have to give a final consideration on just how long this game really is. Anywho, that's it for this episode. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment if you want to, and watch every second of my videos. All that helps me out. If you want to support me, you can click on my name, Rydo. On the right is a blue button that says support this channel. Click it, make a donation. And if you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.